Hey, happy Hallows Eve. We're all about a spooky sports show today, and for those out there saying, oh, why is he wearing a pumpkin tie? Halloween isn't until tomorrow. Well, you're probably the same people who put their Christmas tree up in November, which is really like celebrating Halloween in November because it's so ridiculous that it's frightening. Okay, now I'm fired up. Let's go. Today on Cronkite Sports Now, a new man in the stable for the Cards, an inside look into the summer of the Suns, and as baseball season is on its last day, we meet the people in the game who are looking forward. These stories and more coming your way on Cronkite Sports Now. To all Arizonans, I'm sorry. Tonight will not be about Halloween boos, but instead boo-hoos of emotions and sadness. Now, on one of the best days to be a sports fan, Game 7 of the World Series, you've got to be reminded of what you don't have anymore. Two former D-backs will be starting on the bump tonight, Zach Greinke for the Astros and Max Scherzer for the Nationals. Now, each pitcher spent 3 rather underwhelming seasons in Arizona, and now here they are playing at the top of their game on baseball's highest stage. And to describe this feeling, let me dive into a poem of mine. So Scherzer was traded in 2009, and Greinke was traded right before this season's trade deadline. No team in the series has won at home, but for D-backs fans, today you may feel alone. Now, as a former Snake will win a title tonight on the mound, keep your spirits high, because Kenyon Drake and the Cards will fly high as they are Super Bowl bound. Well, they still need some time, but Cliff Kingsbury is excited to have him in the mix.
He's from what I've heard, a smart player, and he's eager to learn. So we'll give him enough to where he can execute at a high level, and we're excited. He's an explosive back, can do it all out of the backfield, and I know he's fired up to get this opportunity.
The Cardinals had only 40 rush yards in their loss to the Saints, while ASU gave up 4 rushing touchdowns in their second straight defeat. And in their spookiest stretch of the season, Herm Edwards is more than okay with having a week off.
Comes at a good time for us for a lot of reasons. I think some guys are a little bit nicked and beat up. That always helps you. But also try to regroup now for going down the stretch the next 4 games and get some things sorted out, offense, defense, as well as special teams. I think that's probably the most important thing. And then look at a bunch of the young players, which we did today. We had a period for a lot of the guys that don't play a lot in practice today, which I thought was good.
Hey, so get this. The Suns play the Warriors tonight, right? Okay, yeah, but here's the thing. The Suns are the team with the better record. Now, yes, we are under 5 total games in 2019, but as Eric Ruby explains, a few new faces on the squad were getting after it all summer long.
For most players, the beginning of the NBA season means the end of a summer full of relaxation, rest, and preparing for the upcoming 82 games. But for others like Ricky Rubio and Aaron Baines, it's time for high-level competition.
Confidence is good right now. Shape-wise, I'm in the best shape I ever been.
Both Baines and Rubio competed in the FIBA World Cup, a 2-week tournament where countries put together their best teams and go for gold. Not only did the newest Suns compete, they had success. Baines was a key contributor for Australia, while Rubio was the MVP of the tournament and led Spain to a first-place finish. And for Rubio, not taking the summer off to rest his body after a grueling NBA season was the right move.
I need to compete all the time, and being in FIBA really helps me prepare. And it's a different kind of experience, but at the same time, we go to a quarterfinal, semifinals, or final. It's a game of 40 minutes, and you gotta give it all. If not, you're gonna lose. During the season, that experience I can bring it to really reach what we want to accomplish.
One notable player missing from the FIBA World Cup this summer, Devin Booker, who did not accept an invitation from Team USA as he was focusing on recovering from nagging injuries and getting his body right for the season. Rubio said that training competitively year-round is not the best for every player, and that every player trains differently. But for Baines, that year-long competition is what drives him.
Oh, it's good, being able to play competitive basketball against really good players at a high level is a great thing. There's no better preparation for us.
And now as the Suns season is underway, we will see if all that summer competition pays off. In Phoenix, Eric Ruby, Cronkite News.
So Rubio and Baines will be at it again tonight with tip-off set for 7:30. Now back on home ice, the Coyotes are set for face-off against the Canadians after winning 3 of 4 on the road. Now head coach Rick Tocchet is counting on goalie Darcy Kemper to defend the net and keep his team in games, even if things don't get off to a hot start.
He let a couple of goals in, and he shuts the door. Rance did it the other night. To me, that's character of a goalie. You know, sometimes when a goalie lets a couple goals and it's like, you know, I've had a tough night. Well, they don't think that way. They think, hey, I'm not going to let them get the third one. Let the boys get back into it.
So Kemper holds a .933 save percentage in the net and will have the opportunity to improve it even more when the puck drops inside Gila River Arena tonight at 7 p.m. And bringing today's show full circle with some more baseball, the Women's Sports School held their first ever baseball scouting program in Peoria. 12 women took part in the 4-day program, learning the basics of scouting, and they got the chance to hear from several baseball professionals, as Lamar Smith was in Peoria with the team of scouts who are always looking for new talent.
Julia Hernandez came to the women's baseball scouting program to help pursue her dream of working in baseball operations. Right now, she's an intern with the Boston Red Sox, and she loves the challenge of scouting.
I think that's part of the reason that baseball is so beautiful. It's not like the NBA draft and the NFL draft where it's like, you know who's going to go 1-1 at every single draft. Like in baseball, like things can go wrong. You can find out something about a guy the night before the draft, and it completely throws a wrench in the entire process.
Position players are graded on 5 tools: hitting, power, running speed, arm strength, and fielding ability. Though, some tools are harder to predict than others.
By far, the hitting tool and the hitting power are the two most difficult, because Cody Bellinger hit 1 home run in high school. So you can evaluate the running speed, the throwing arm, measurable skills.
Hernandez and her peers scouted players in the Arizona Fall League. Each participant in the program got to pick whom to scout. Hernandez chose to focus on members of the Red Sox organization.
Normally, there are only 1 or 2 women in the room. So it's empowering for them, I think, to just be in the room with so many like-minded women.
Currently, there's only 1 female Major League scout, Amanda Hawkins from the Seattle Mariners. In Phoenix, I'm Lamar Smith, Cronkite News.
Amanda's father, Ron, was a Mariners scout as well, and now she's looking to follow suit and do the same. That's it. We're done here on Cronkite Sports Now. For Arizona sports stories from around the Valley, visit the Cronkite Sports tab on arizonasports.com. And as always, for top Arizona news stories, head over to our website at cronkitenews.azpbs.org, and be sure to tune in tonight at 5 p.m. on Arizona PBS for our nightly newscast. On behalf of the entire Cronkite Sports Now crew, thanks so much for joining us, and happy Hallows Eve.